am Alex Radical from Board Game Co.
I'm Professor Meg.
And we are back with our top 100 games of all time as of 2025.
We're back.
Today we are doing 60 through 51, and there's a bunch of things that we have to start with. You know what the most important one is, Meg?
Thanking everyone, because not only are we back, but you're back too. So if you've been watching ever since number 100, thanks for being here.
I was prepared to say coffee no matter what she said, but now it feels like I do that. Now it feels like I can't do that. You are the most important part of this video. That's true, by the way. You absolutely are. Because I wouldn't do this series if you weren't here to watch it. The coffee is the second most important part of the video.
You know, Alex, I think a part of you would do this series even if no one watched. I think you do it for... I think if you weren't a YouTuber, you would still log your yearly top 100. I think you would rank your games
top
for yourself
100 is... No, I'd rank them. I wouldn't film a video if you were watching.
But I think you'd still do it.
Of course I'd still... Data-wise, I do a lot of
There's a lot of
things.
people, actually, again, we just said it, but shout out to the people who have been following along and commenting their crossovers as well as their top 100 lists. I know Suremi is doing it.
She has more in common with my list than yours.
So far.
She has 15 out of the top 30.
I got time.
Yeah, we got time to catch up. Who knows?
We gotta wait till we get closer.
Honestly, there have been people, I can't remember like everyone who's done it through the years, but there are people who have done that, not just Remy, who go through and they're like, I've played this many out of your games, I've done this many.
Yes.
I had someone comment the other day, was it on the top 100? I don't remember. I don't think it was because it wasn't relevant. But they basically commenting on there was a game that they played, they bounced off it. They came back like a year later because like they know I liked it, so they tried it again and they bounced off it again. And then it was on sale like a year later. And they're like, I'll try it again. I don't know why. I wouldn't have, by the way.
Do you remember the game?
DEI, Divided Imperium.
Okay.
I'll give a game multiple shots, but like 3 shots is a lot. And they came back and he's like, and then we loved it, and we've loved it every play since.
Wow.
That means if you ever think I'm wrong, have you played it 3 times yet?
Shout out
that's
to
the takeaway there. That's
Merchants
the takeaway.
of the Dark Road. I thought of that game today. I really like the actions in that game, but I haven't played it recently at all. But when it came out, I played it like 3 times in 1 week. The week
there was
I got
a planned expansion for that at some point. I don't know if it's ever going to happen now.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Shame.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is the top 100. I have coffee. We are ready to go. We have crossovers in this list because if you watched the last video, you know why that there are crossovers. Why we know there are crossovers on. There's at least one crossover, direct crossover in this video. Direct doesn't mean like the same exact number. It just means in the same video.
How does Alex know?
Because I went to go grab a box and I saw the box top was missing.
Disclaimer, not disclaimer, but before we start, there's 3 to 4 videos before this. 4?
4.
There's 4 videos before this, so go and watch that. There's going to be one posted every single day until we hit number 1. And if you'd like to guess what that number 1 game is for each of us right now, do so in the comments below. We've been having people guess every single video, and the closer we get to number 1, the easier it is for you to guess. So you should be guessing now.
Well, at this point, guess the top 3. Because we've had so many right now. Guess
Make
the top
some
3.
guesses.
Guess the top 3 games.
Guess
Smallest.
what you
In any order. You get bonus points. Not like anything extra, but like just bonus points.
Yep.
Anyways, with that, we'll dive in. Oh, but wait, we are sponsored. This channel is sponsored by Allplay. Allplay is why you see all these new shelves in the background, which you definitely saw last video, unless this is your first video. And if this is your first video, see the last video as to a whole rant about that. But otherwise, you've seen these shelves already. There'll be more changes. There will be changes, by the way.
There will be changes.
This is just me getting everything presentable as fast as possible. But I'm gonna mess around with different things and try to do like more artsy stuff. We'll see what we do.
That black cord is terrible.
The black cord is. I'm hoping I can paint the black cord. I'm fixing the black. It bothers me. She said it. I said it bothers me. But anyways, you can go ahead and check out Allplay if you want to check out a bunch of fantastic games, as well as there are some games in our top 40 that were from Allplay. You can also check out bags. They make bags apparently, which I knew, but Meg reminded me.
Yes.
Anyways, with that, we're gonna go ahead and dive into it. I will start with number 60, which is number 60. I know what 60 is. 60 for me is a game called Calico.
Do you want the cover?
I don't have a cover.
This
game, no, it doesn't come with a cover.
Oh, okay.
When you buy Calico, it doesn't come with a cover.
Then what are the cats gonna sit in?
The box. The rest of the box. This is Calico. Calico is from Flat Out Games, and it's one of my favorite games from them. Not my favorite game from them, no that. But it's one of my favorite games from them, and Calico is a game all about not cats. You might think cats because you see this on the cover that I don't own, but it's not about cats. Barely about cats at all. It's about placing little pieces down onto like a quilty patchboard type thing, and then as you create patterns of colors as well as shapes, you get points for buttons and cats. That's the cats. There are cat tokens. It's all about trying to optimize around drawing from the bag and perfect placement. There's specific tiles that want certain combinations of things that are the same and things that are different around them, and trying to optimize your score in this game is such a challenge. Every single time, without fail, that I play Calico, the way it works is I play it, thinking it will all perfectly work out. I know it doesn't, but like I have this like dream.
Sometimes it does.
It's all gonna fall into place perfectly.
Sometimes it does. It's
never perfectly worked out.
Sometimes it does.
For me, it's never perfectly worked out. I
Feels
always
good.
feel like it's going to fall into place. And I'm like, I just need this tile. It'll all work here. I'll get these colors here, those buttons here. These three will be perfect. These two will be perfect. These will be perfect. And every time, without fail,
Perfect.
reality slaps me in the face and I don't get nearly as high as I think I would. To be fair, it's happening to most people at the table. So you're still able to play the game. It's just that you're working around theoretical perfection and then watching reality crumble around you. Also, it has a great solo mode. The amount of games that I play competitively and solo is very, very small. I'll play cooperative games solo all the time. A game that plays competitively, I very rarely play the solo modes of those. Calico is one of them that I do. I love the solo mode for this game. If I could only ever play competitively or solo ever again, I don't know which one I'd choose. I think solo. I think solo is better in this game, which is crazy for me to say. But it's a shame that I don't have the box cover. This would be a great game to have a box cover for. This is Calico, my number 60.
Maybe One Sharp Joe should make a box for it.
That'd be great.
That'd be great if he could hook you up.
Shout out to One Sharp Joe. Check out One Sharp Joe for fantastic inserts, boxes, all those fun things.
My number 60 it's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
It's gonna be this little box over here. I just slammed it. My City, Roll, and Build. Now, the My Blank World is My City and My Island, which are both fun games. I think My City, for me, kept me engaged longer, but neither here nor there. I think that My City packs the best punch for what you're able to do, because it's a roll and write where you're playing through, a bunch of different scenarios, so you're able to track your score and try to catch up and win by the end of the overall campaign. But yeah, you're rolling and writing, so you're using the dice, you're building out your different city based on the different shapes that the dice are providing, with all this different scoring similar to anything like My City. But yeah, this is something that's small, easy to reset, play a lot of. You can play it solo, which I have done.
You can play on Board Game Arena. And this, no, this is not on Board Game Arena. No, it's not.
I know, I thought it was.
It's on Tabletopia.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Which, I don't love their interface.
Likewise.
Neither here nor there. But yeah, My City Roll and Build, again, shout out to affordability, small box game, one you can travel with, packs a really good punch where you can play a lot of different...
We've played this on a plane.
A lot of different, my brain. You're playing through different, not iterations, but whatever. You can go through multiple campaigns of it.
You're playing a 12-game arc.
Yes, you can go through multiple arcs. You can just replay over and over and over again. So that's that.
It's an excellent game. This is one of those weird things where, again, if you watch the first video of the series, there is a difference to me between games that I've gotten a lot of joy from and where a game is for me right now. I have played My City Roll and Build like 8 times.
None of the My Cities are a 5 for you?
No, so that's the thing. This is what we're getting to right now. My City would be a 5. It's just
all
not my
your things
collection.
are 5. Yeah.
It's not my collection anymore. My City is gone because I've played My City.
It's gone.
I've played the full arc of 24 games like 10
times.
plus times. I think I played like 12 times.
Shout out to BGA.
And My City Roll and Build, I've played like 8 times. So I love these games and I still play them. I'm in the middle of finishing one on BGA right now. We're in the last game right now. Mm-hmm. I still love the games. I still think they're incredible.
My City or Roll and Build?
My City.
Yeah.
My City. I just played My City Roll and Build like 3 weeks ago. I still play them. I still love them. I finally got rid of them from my collection because I've played them so much that I've seen the arcs of them. I still am getting joy from them, and I still highly recommend them. Any game I play that much, I highly recommend. But I've gone through the arcs enough time that they've gotten repetitive for me, so I still enjoy them, but they're lower down as far as my excitement level goes. Mm-hmm. Again, this is the weird difference between appreciating what a game has done for me versus what I want it to do for me now.
And I'm just going to say it now. It's not in my top 100. Slight shout out to Blueprints of...
Mad King Louie.
Is it? I was going to say Blueprints of Castles of Mad King Louie.
It might be.
It might be that.
I think it is.
Shout out to that one. I enjoyed that game.
It's pretty good.
I liked it. Didn't love it. I haven't played... Again, that's one I would definitely play more of and maybe fall more in love with, but...
Yeah.
Similar vibe.
Anyways, my number 59 is a small box game. No, wait, nope, it's not. Next, my 58 is a small box game. My number 59, let me just double check just to make sure, because I don't want to do this wrong. I'm going to do one double check just to completely be certain.
It would be so fun if Calico wasn't on my list, and I did that just to mess with you.
That
and,
would be funny.
I just went around and grabbed some covers and hid them places.
I'll walk into the next video and be like, guys, we have like 7 crossovers on this list. It's crazy. That would be actually pretty funny. I'd probably notice after the My 59 is delightful, It is Encyclopedia. I want to play this game so badly right now, and it's not for the reason you think. Unless you watch my review of Darwin's Journey, in which case it is for the reason you think.
It's not for the reason you
It's
think.
not. So here's the reason.
Is this the game that I played at Stormy's house?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is. This is Encyclopedia. I love Encyclopedia. This is from, what's it called? Holy Grail Games, which unfortunately shut down, which is a shame because I know they had a potential expansion
someone
planned.
maybe try to pick it up?
Not that I know of, but I want someone to because
I thought someone might
they
have,
released the rights of all the stuff back to designers or whatever it was, so the designer could go to another company, and I want that because I want the expansion for Encyclopedia. Unfortunately, it wasn't as well received as I would like. It's well received, but not like amazingly well received, and I think this game is so much fun. It is worker placement, and you're trying to gather these cards, research species. You're trying to lean into certain pathways because the more cards you get of certain colors, the more species you get of certain colors, the more your score multiplies. So we want to lean into things. There's all these cards that give you abilities that change the way the game plays. Like you get these like competitive advantages, but you can only hold on to so many of them, and then they go into your kind of like recycle bin, so to speak, where they count for your endgame scoring. There's a lot going on. I love the game. I love making it all work together. It is so much fun. The reason I want to play it again right now is I loved this game when I first played it. And it came out around the same time as Darwin's Journey, which is thematically in the same vein. And they're both worker placement games, which is similar mechanic. Past that, they're very, very different, but they definitely have some overlap.
That's almost like when people were comparing Dune and Arnak.
Yeah, Dune and Arnak, or Sagrada and Azul. Like, games that are not necessarily the same, but they definitely have similar vibes. That very much happened. And I've since played and loved Darwin's Journey, and now I'm like, if I play Encyclopedia again, will I love it as much? Will it feel like inferior? Where will this game land? I have not played this since playing Darwin's Journey.
I think they seem very different.
They are, but like, will I love this as much? Or is this like, you know how when you have the first child and you love it, and you have a second child and you don't love your first child anymore?
I don't.
Yeah, well that's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if that would like happen here, because like, maybe this is just the child I don't love anymore. Yeah.
I think they're different enough that it feels different.
We shall see. Also, if this is the first video you watch on the channel, don't read too much into anything I say.
Alright, my next game is... I keep rolling them up upside down. YRO. YRO is a game that surprised me because... Alex, do you know how I first found out about YRO?
Because I told you.
Because my friend Alicia was at a convention and walked by and said, there's a game with these really cute chibi characters.
Played it with her.
I think you want to see it.
I played it with her.
Yeah, but she said, based on what the characters look like, I think you really want to see what this is. So YRO is a game where you're building out a 3x3 grid. So you're going through these different cards trying to meet different requirements to be able to play them, and you have all these different things that are happening, such as like battling for the ones that are in your front area, plus you're gaining like different resources at different times. You're trying to like basically go up on these different tracks while playing out your different cards, and all of them have these dual stripe colors on them. That another thing you're trying to do is chain what colors you kind of align in different areas. Yeah, so it's just one of those games where it really depends what cards you play where, and this is one that I sunk into the solo mode a lot, and I have to say it's because the art on all of the characters is just really cool and pretty. I enjoy the abilities, I enjoy how it works, the game works very well, but on top of that, it's just very pleasing to have in front of you that, for me, a decent amount of the characters kind of remind me of Chrono Trigger, for those of you that know Chrono Trigger, so it just looks really cool, and yeah, I think it's really fun, but for me, this one does shine as a solo game. I do enjoy it with other players, but there are similar games in this style that you'll see higher up in my top 100 that I enjoy more with other players, whereas this one, I think I almost prefer it solo, just because I enjoy building out what I'm doing more than trying to pay attention to other people.
It's very fun. I like it a lot. I do have to take it on
Have you played it
Patchwork.
solo?
I've not played it solo.
Okay.
No, but I think the game's a lot of fun. Lots of abilities. Different ways to play it and chain it. I really enjoy it.
Powers and abilities.
Powers and abilities. I used to say that so much. I say it less now, but I still love powers and abilities.
Powers and abilities.
Powers and abilities. Powers and abilities. My number 57 is not powers and abilities. This is Skulls. No, not 57. 58. 58. My number 58 is Skulls of Sedlec. Skulls of Sedlec is another button shy game. They're so close together if you watched the last video. This one over here is 2-player drafting. There's a solo mode. I recommend 2 players. Play a 2-player drafting. You basically have open drafting. You have 6 piles. Although if you incorporate expansions, there's ways like, I don't think it's an official rule. I like to jumble all the expansions in and just make 9 piles. What?
I don't think it's an official rule.
I don't think it is. Well, because the way the expansions are supposed to play...
to throw it all together and
the way you're supposed to play this game... Let's talk about the game itself. The game is 6 piles, and then you're making little pyramids. You're making your own little pyramid as you build up, and everything scores a different way. Some things want to be next to each other. Some things want to be on top of each other. Some things want to be in pairs. They all score different ways. It's all about just trying to gather cards and place them in your pyramid and score. Very basic, very straightforward. I love it. But then, the expansions, there's tons of expansion modules. Again, in order to maintain balance, the way the game recommends it is you play the base game and like 1 or 2 expansions. That's fun, but it doesn't allow for craziness, and I love craziness.
Crazy.
So the way I like to play it is you play with a larger pyramid, you play with 9 piles, that way you get to see more and do more in the game, and you get to have crazy scoring combinations, and it's so much fun. So I recommend that way. I recommend playing with a lot more cards, and just having a crazy game of Skulls and Sedlec. That could be so much fun. Also, you allow people to hold an extra card in the hand. There's modifications. It's basically Skulls of Sedlec, like, you know, big box, except it's still in a small wallet. But I love this game. All the expansions are amazing. It's incredible. Pick it up. It's worth it.
Nice.
It's my 57. 58. 58.
My number 58, I think, well, I don't know, but it might be one of the biggest drops on my lists.
Final Girl?
No. This is one that used to be, like, in my top 10, though.
Okay. 1 second. In your top 10, can't be Castles of Burgundy. Can't be Lost in Zarnak. There's no way there's a drop this far. Can't be Too Many Bones. What would be in your top 10? Not Arkham Horror, the card game. That wouldn't drop this far. I'll just guess Arkham Horror, the card game. I don't know.
No.
It's not. I don't think it is Arkham Horror. I just don't know what was in your top 10. That
Yeah.
drop. It's not Cthulhu Death May Die.
No,
Holy hell
but
no.
it's a game I used to love.
Whoa.
This is Dune Imperium Uprising.
To be fair, have you played Uprising?
That's what I was gonna say, is like argument, and I thought you just had everything.
I do.
So,
it's over there.
oh no.
Because
so you do
but I'm getting rid of it.
it.
I'm getting rid of it.
Okay,
That's
so
why.
there you go. I didn't see it. I haven't even played Uprising, but I grabbed this because I'm here at Alex's house. Dune Imperium was a game that I was hot as fire on. I think that there was some days where you could have asked me and I liked it more than Arnak.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I thought the deck building was
I'm not
stronger.
disagreeing with you. I'm saying no.
I thought the deck building was stronger. And it is. But I haven't played it enough, and I think that the issue is that oftentimes now with my game groups, when we get to pick a game for fun, I like to lean toward co-op. There are, like we said, a lot of campaign games, stuff like that, so I like to lean co-op. And then when I'm not leaning co-op, there are plenty of competitive games that are higher up on my list that you'll hear about that I do prefer to play or ask for, and I don't always get to be the one to pick. So Dune is one that just, and again, I think one of the biggest reasons Dune fell and Lost Ruins did not is BGA. So if you're a publisher, get your games on BGA. Because it'll get played a lot more and shared a lot more and stuff like that. But so, just to talk about Dune, I guess, really quickly, it's a deck building game with area control where you're using worker placement to have control over these different factions, all to race toward a certain victory point level. I think it's 10 all the time.
10.
But there's like a limit of 12.
Well, there's like some modes and differences.
Right,
and
but I
things.
think you just start higher when you start with more players.
Yeah.
So you're trying to hit a certain number of victory points. You can go above, but whoever has most victory points at the end wins. There's tiebreakers, whatever, but it's all in the Dune world. Highly recommend it. I really enjoy it. I am someone who came in loving deck building, loving Dune, and I think that specifically the battling aspect, where you're having that control of like whoever has the most army is like winning those different battles. I think that's just what made it fall off. There's nothing wrong with it.
You don't like
but
that
I
aspect.
think I just think that's why I'm like that one twinge of competitive aspect. I'm like, let's just do Arnak. I'd rather do that resource management of this for that for this for that for this for that than be like, I have 5 and you have 3.
So on the one hand, you might like Uprising more because
Yeah.
sandworms and that's fun and cool and monsters. On the other hand, if you don't like the whole leaning into a battle, like the sandworms like double your score or something crazy like that.
Yeah, this is one that I think I might
Also,
move
just
back
playing
toward
it
to
is...
and enjoy more. But yeah, I haven't played it. It had a very far fall from grace, but I do still highly recommend it, and I think it's a very, very enjoyable game.
Well, a big thing I've done this year, very intentionally, is if you watch my cull coming up this year, is I cut my collection down to 200 games. The reason I did that is not because other games are bad. I've gotten rid of some amazing games that I love. But I don't play enough of games I really love like this. Like I played Uprising once.
Exactly.
And I'm trying to really cut down on games that are like here, just so I can play the games that are here, like a drop above it.
And that's how I continue playing things like Arnak. I think
it's
that's
so
one
easy,
that
yeah.
I can't justify asking for often on a game night because it is like so often
But the
played.
expansions!
Right, and there's new stuff now. Yeah. But that's one that I can easily keep up with on PGA, so it doesn't feel like I'm losing out on it.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
playability on BGA has been a big factor in letting some things go. Like letting My City go, I can play it on BGA. I've done that with a lot of things. Apiary, I let go. I'm giving you spoilers here, but Apiary, I let go because you can play it on BGA. So things like that
Yeah.
do affect my ability. Some things I love so much, I want them in both places. But I would love to play more of this, and I think it'll rise for you again as you play it more.
I agree. I agree. I think it's just a time commitment thing and all that. And I think that this year you'll see in my list there are some cooperative deck building games that are going to be coming up, and that were legacy games, which means that they came and went and they're not coming back. So they make my list and they were played this year, but they're leaving. So I think there is more space for deck building in my life next year.
Yeah. It's hard. There's too many good games. Speaking of good games, my 57 is Pettis, La Cite de Lumiere. This is a 2-player polyomino game that I played and I liked. I played it again and I loved, and I played it again and I really loved it, and since then it's been top notch for me. This is a cutthroat polyomino 2-player game. And when I say cutthroat, I mean cutthroat. You start the game by basically alternating. You kill the other people.
He means literally.
Yes, literally. You in the game, like only one person is left at the end of the game. It's a 2-player game. It says 2-1. It means 1 player left standing at the end. But in the game, what you're doing is you're drafting polyomino tiles and you're placing your own tokens onto the board to create your area. So you're creating the board of where you can place tiles and then drafting polyomino tiles. The tiles you draft that you don't place will cost you points. So choosing what to draft and thinking, can I actually place it on the board, is a big part of things. But you can only do one thing at a time. So as I create an area on the board that lets me put that tile in, you might take that tile from me, and now suddenly I create something for nothing. If I take the tile first, you might place your tile on the board and stop me from doing it. That's the first half of the game. The second half of the game is alternating between placing your tiles on the board and choosing abilities. And the abilities are so good, and they're variable, so every game is different. This game, especially combined with the expansion that just gives you more variability to experience, is such a good game. This is the game I always wanted Patchwork to be, and I like Patchwork. But this is cutthroat, it's head-to-head. I love how we just had to talk. You're like, I like more peaceful games nowadays. And I'm like, this game, you kill each other.
I think 2-player is different.
Yeah.
I think when you're playing 2-player, that kind of puzzle is very rewarding, I guess.
I love it.
This one always mixes me up between this one and the other one that I think is also in Paris, where you have your different food shops and you need to be selling seafood and cheese and bread.
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of it.
I think it's called Paris.
Maybe it is.
I think it's something with Paris.
It's on BGA. I know that. The other
one's
on BGA.
They give you a similar vibe because it has like a grid that you're working
Also, the
on.
art style is very
This
similar.
one's very fun though.
Yeah, but I like this a lot. I will say, one thing I will caution people is, this is the kind of game where you can be playing it very, very well, and some games your scores will be neck and neck. Other games there'll be a big disparity in the scores. Because of the nature of the cutthroat nature of it, a few small missteps can cost you the game. I do find there are some games where it can be deflating to score low. This is one, walk into it knowing that sometimes it's a win-lose thing. There's points, but it's kind of win-lose. Anyways, that's my 57.
Well, before I go on to my 57, Alex, I think I should just give you this back. Because I think I was holding on to it. Crossover.
Number 6.
Calico.
That's a pretty good sound effect. That's pretty good.
Thank you. We'll do it every time now.
Yeah.
This is a crossover where Alex has already talked about it a lot, but just to explain the pieces that I think that Alex didn't, you have these tiles where there are 3 different goals, and everyone shares those different goals, and so you're trying to place the tiles within those restrictions. But the piece to know when you're playing solo is that, and as you can see on the side of Alex's box here, there are 6 different patterns and 6 different colors, and there are 3 copies of every unique tile, and I know that because of the solo mode. And you can only hope for so much. So the solo mode, I do think I play a lot of solo modes. I don't want to say this, but I think I try out more solo modes than you do of multiplayer games. I don't know, because I don't really know how much you're playing when I don't know. I think whatever.
I do play a decent amount of solo. I don't do as many solo multiplayer games. It's an exception for me.
I think I'll try out a solo mode of games I learn, whereas you play a lot more like intentionally solo games. So for me, Calico isn't what I would choose as a solo puzzle as someone who plays a lot of it. This one didn't make my list, but Wild Gardens I think was very fun solo. But Calico I really enjoy with other players, specifically because of that piece that I said, where there's only 3 of every tile. So the more people you play with, the more tiles come out. And yes, it can be absolutely frustrating that if I take tiles We take some out of the bag, put them there. It's exactly what I need. But we got 3 people to go through before I can take them. That can be something difficult to sit through. But other than that, I think that the variety of tiles that comes out when you're playing multiplayer is a bit better for something like Calico because of that spatial puzzle. But yeah, very, very enjoyable.
I would like that box cover back, thank you. My 56.
Well, do you want me to take it? Because a lot of my games are small, actually, this time.
My 56 is a new to me game this year, and this is Shackleton Base.
New to me.
Shackleton Base, I have so
I
much
think it's
fun
new
with
to
this.
everyone this year.
No, I think it's a last year game, actually.
Oh, is it?
I was just late to the party. Honestly, the majority of 5 out of 5s that I've given
Shows
this year
me late.
have been that I've been games that late to the party on. Like, I think I've given, like, maybe 6 by now. Like, they all came in the second half of the year, which is, actually, I find happens a lot, but whatever. But a lot of them have been previous year games I just got to now, because I'm slow on the uptake. Anyways, Shackleton Base is a... I guess it's worker placement in theory. It's worker placement-ish. It's a little weird the way... It doesn't feel like worker placement, but it is. You have workers, you place them out and do things, so it's worker placement. But you have 6 workers each round. That's I said I'm slow on the uptake. I just said it.
That needs to be a clip.
That needs to be a clip. Yeah. This is Shackleton Base. You're placing workers out onto the moon. My favorite thing about the game is there's different corporations. The base game comes with 7. They just announced an expansion, which I've been waiting for them to do.
Alex,
which
you should design a corporation.
I would love to, in theory. I just don't. I don't have
That'd
to.
be cool.
Hey, Patanosaurus, if you want me to design a corporation, I'll try. But I'm not gonna like design it first and figure it out later.
Okay, it's probably not gonna happen.
I assume not. Honestly, as much as we joke, the Great Gatsby, which is also from them, which I'm realizing, I don't think I put the Great Gatsby in my collection.
I haven't played it yet.
It's not listed.
I still haven't played it.
Yes, you have.
Have I?
Ricky showed it to you.
Oh yeah. I did.
Anyways, the reason I'm thinking of that is it's a Patanosaurus. It happens to be a
I'm
Patanosaurus
remembering
game,
the tokens now.
and it happens to be one where I want to design a modular expansion for it. But that's neither here nor there. Anyways, also realizing that's in my collection, I don't think I logged it. Means I have to get rid of a game now to get back down to 200. That's another problem. Shackleton Base. I'll get rid of Scuds and Sedlec. It's fine. I'm joking. Shackleton Base is incredible. I love the asymmetric corporations. You have 3 in each game, and they fold into the game, changing up how you do things and why you do things. I love that aspect of the game. It has been so much fun. I learned this at, I want to say, SharkCon. I played it like twice there, and I played it since then as well. It is so much fun. I've tried all the corporations. They are all... I definitely have favorites, but they're all fun in different ways. I'm excited for the new corporations. If you like variable worker placement games, because this is obviously a worker placement game, highly recommend Shackleton Base. Obviously. It's great. I love it.
Aren't they all worker placement games when you think about it?
I want that on a t-shirt, but no. The answer is no.
Okay, my next game is a big box. Big box. You know what's a really big box?
I know a lot of big boxes, but I don't know which one you have.
I have Mechs versus Minions. I think we're just gonna hold it like this for a minute. Are we in shop?
Where is that store that you took that from? Oh, there it is. I see now.
No. It's at my house. Where do you see a
you
hole
have
for it?
this?
It's in my house.
Oh. I saw a hole up there, but I don't know.
I believe we were planning to play this through with AP.
Oh,
At one point.
I just realized
It's in my
that
house.
the hole that I took this from, that I thought it came from, I have down
You
here.
have the game down there?
Whoa.
Okay, we're gonna put it down. So Mechs versus Minions, which I love to joke as Megs versus Minions, is I've never played this. Based on League of Legends?
You have
Believe?
played this. You have
Right.
not played League of
I've never played League of Legends.
My number's 60. I've never played this. I love the art. That joke about Megs versus Minions, top notch, top 100 game right there.
No, it is League of Legends.
League of
though,
Legends,
correct?
yes.
Yeah. So, either way, I've never played that, but it's all of those people if you like that. But it's going to be all of these really cute mech miniatures those are all pre-painted in every version,
Yep,
right? Yeah.
yep.
They're really, really cool. But then there's a ton of minions, and this is one of those games similar to what I was saying about like Dead of Winter or Zombicide, where it is overwhelming. There are a ton of minions everywhere, and they're just flooding, and luckily the things that you do tend to take a lot out. You're kind of able to just like mow them down, which is also so satisfying and fun as someone who loves to do damage. So it is a bunch of just different scenarios that you're playing through, and it is all programming. So you're playing your different cards in a certain sequence, hoping for it to trigger in a way that you want to do well. But I have not gotten to play through the entire sequence of it or whatever, and that's something that I would really, really love to do, because this is one that I really, really enjoyed. The programming I felt was very clever, that it is very rewarding and satisfying when you do very well. It's co-op, so you know, you're working it all out together as well and kind of helping each other. And again, it's overwhelming with minions, that it's that thing of like, how are we gonna do it? There's way too many, but then everything you do is like, okay, I'm gonna blast out this way and then close these ones off, and I don't know, it's just, it's very chaotic.
Like, you pull out a tray, because like 14 trays of miniatures in here, and you pull out a tray, you're like, that'll be good, and then you're like, nope, more, nope, we need another tray,
I believe,
more.
like, there's like 100.
I think something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's a crazy amount. And you
just
squash
the minions
them
that
all the time.
come and get you.
And they hurt you, and they kill you. It's hard. It's a challenge, but it's one you work your way up. It's a great game.
And if you like League of Legends, there is like a little bit of theme, where there's kind of like blurbs of them talking to set you up for it, so... But I don't know anything about League of Legends, so...
It's fun, but also you're
dealing
with a lot of...
I've never played it.
I've never played it. It's the way you said it. I was like, I want to clarify. My 55. My 55, actually, is a fun one, because I hear that they are making a Lord of the Rings version of this game.
Oh.
This is Through the Ages. Also, if this is your first video on the series...
Watch the last one.
If this is your first video on the series, 1, I don't know why.
Alex,
2...
I swear, you're going to cut it out.
Well, I'm not cutting that out. There's not a chance. Through the Ages, A Sword of Civilization. I love this game. It is arguably... What?
It's just so funny.
Arguably, this is better on the app. There's an app. There's a Steam. I own the Steam app. I own the Play Store app. I own both of them because I like this game that much. But I still like playing it in person. It's one of those games that you have to be willing to sit down for like 3 hours plus. You could get it down to under 3 hours with people who know what's going on. But I think like if experienced players have played this a bunch, I think you play this in 2.5 hours. But if you don't have that, you're looking at anywhere between 3 to 5 hours, I'd say. That's the range you're looking at. It's such a good game. It's all about civ building. It's an abstracted civ building. You're just drawing cards from the card row. You have a limited number of actions. You improve your government. You grab your leader. You go through multiple ages. You're just trying to build up your economy while trying to repel attacks. It can be a little punishing. This is the kind of game where I can be playing and I'm trying to be all peaceful and you're like, I declare war on you. And like, I'm like, I didn't build up my military. And you're like, you kind of have to build up your military or you make yourself an easy target.
A war on you and your family.
Yeah, it's one of those, it is, I do warn people, you have to look at people on the table and you have to be building up military in alignment with what they're doing or you will be making yourself a target. And that's just not good. You don't want to be a target in the game. You don't have to be offensive. You just have to make sure you're not an easy target. I love it. I think it's so much fun.
I love it.
It is one of the first games. I remember back in the day when I first got into board games, I was doing a lot of research on whether I get Sid Meier's Civilization or this, because Sid Meier's is obviously like the go-to Civilization game. I was like, this is Through the Ages from this Vlada Schwatel guy. I have no clue who he is. And a lot of people online were like, do this one. And I did this one, and I've never regretted it.
Good. Well, my next game is kind of like a two-parter. But, Alex, there was one game I've already previously committed to wanting to stream next year. And this next game is the only other one in my top 100 that I want to start streaming in January. Does that help you at all?
Nope.
I didn't think it would.
Arkham Horror, Final Girl, not those.
Sleeping Gods.
Oh.
So, specifically, I would like to start streaming Primeval Peril, which is one that I have opened up, looked at, learned, but not started yet. But I grabbed this little box because I didn't want to grab the big Sleeping Gods regular box. But this is Sleeping Gods. So this is by Red Raven Games, and it is a open adventure world game where you're playing as these different characters and they have, you know, their stats and things that they're able to carry and do, but you are going through this map that you're able to interact with, that you're not only doing things in the map, but it's a map book where, you know, you can go north and then west, and because of that you're flipping through different pages, getting to different areas, and they have this clever tagging system where you'll interact with different cards and the cards will give you like a keyword, and those keywords are going to then be referenced later to say, like, you know, if I have keyword you know, Savior of the Light, then when something happens and you need that, it's like, oh, well, then now because I have that, I unlock this special thing instead. So it is just a very peaceful, I mean, there is fighting and stuff, there are a lot of, like, choices, but it's very, you know, either cooperative or solo, where you are just trying to go through and experience this different maps that you're able to find in the different places. So this
is one of the most
Sleeping
brilliant
Gods.
games I've seen designed, in terms of,
Yeah.
like, it feels absolutely insane how how they made this work.
I want to say it's like the best done open adventure. There are some games that are, you know, scenario campaign games, but this truly does make you feel like open adventure, that you can go anywhere, explore anywhere, and it also gives you that sense of you can kind of go anywhere. So even in some video games, you have to go to like lower level areas first, or else you get absolutely rocked. This game kind of really lets you explore and kind of encourages that. So
Yeah, it's very cool.
it's very fun.
My 54, I think we're up to.
And I
think
believe
so.
All art and game design by
Yeah.
Ryan Lockett. All of the lore, the writing, like everything that you're encountering, it's all one person.
My 54 is Trailblazers. I love this game. This is incredible. By the way, fun
See,
fact.
this is the problem. I only have one game that's the actual game.
Yeah, so
covers
this
are
one,
gonna-
Trailblazers is basically, it's designed by Ryan Courtney, I believe it is. Ryan Courtney, yeah. Oh, we had a Ryan Lockett and a Ryan Courtney back to back. The
Ryan
Ryans.
and Ryan.
But the Trailblazers is Ryan Courtney. It's basically, imagine if you played Pipeline, but it wasn't a giant economic engine, and instead it was just a path building game.
you know,
That's
I've
what this
never
is.
played Pipeline.
I don't love it personally. People like it a lot. I don't. But I do like this one a lot. Trailblazers is fun random fact. This is my lowest cost per play from a game that costs at least $50.
Oh.
Does the game cost at least $50? That makes no sense. That seems like it's... Is this a $50 game?
I don't think so.
But then why would I put it on that list?
Because you're a liar.
I do feel like I'm a liar. I want to look this up. I'm going to look this up after when you were talking about your game. But either way, Trailblazers... Did I post that video?
So
I think
there's
I posted
one
that video.
game coming up that I assume is on your list as well as my list potentially coming up, that I think is the oldest game in both of our collections. Like, that's a crossover.
Oh, I mean, I know what that would be for me, but I don't know. No, we're not going to...
The oldest crossover that we've both had the longest.
You think we have an old crossover?
Yeah.
What is
Like,
it?
super old.
But I don't know what it is.
I'll tell you later.
Alright.
When it
Anyways,
comes up.
Trailblazers. Trailblazers is path building. You're basically trying to go through multiple ages. There's 4 rounds of the game. There's 3 camps. The first 3 rounds you build camps. The last round you don't build a camp, but you're placing these cards out. You're drafting cards and placing them out to try to create these connections. There's also goals that vary every single game. The whole game, and there's also like 3 different game modes to play through. There's a lot going on here. It is so much fun. It's so addicting. I love it competitively. I love it just as much, if not more, solo. Again, this is one of those weird games that happened with Calico and Trailblazers. It is, despite happening twice in this video, it is rare for me to do that, but the solo mode in this game is so good. I have been going through this. I've been going through all the challenges one at a time, just trying to break through them. I have played this game, like, I don't know exactly how many times. I want to say 75 plus times. Most of those, I would say 2/3 of those are probably solo. It is fun. It is engaging. There's lots of variability to it. It's a good game. I highly recommend it. And now I'm going to check up whether it costs $50 because that's going to bug me.
Well, my next game definitely costs more than $50. This is one of my only cheats on the list. I want to say it's maybe my only non-board game.
Okay.
Potentially.
Non-board game, board game.
We got here Lorcana. Lorcana is, I don't think it's ever made it on my top list before.
Okay.
But this is a TCG. I started off with TCGs. I love Pokemon, or at least I used to. I haven't played in years, so like full disclaimer, but I used to love Pokemon. I've had a lot of fun with Magic, fun with Kaijudo, so I have tried a couple of the new card games like Star Wars Unlimited, and I've also tried Lorcana, and I gotta say, I really enjoy it and I really like it, and this is a game. Every time I go to Target, I think about buying some packs, I think about spending some money, so it definitely tempts me a lot that of any of the TCGs that are currently around, even over Pokemon, I peruse that aisle sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, I want to buy some packs. So I got to play the box set of Jafar,
Yep.
and I still have not been able to beat it, so
To be fair, you were playing on
with slightly
super
different
hard
rules.
mode.
Yeah,
You're playing on
different
hard mode
rules.
unintentionally.
Yeah. But with that, I did some deck building. I changed things to try to beat that. That I'm not like deep in Lorcana yet. I'm not like super.
I love how you added the yet.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
But I think about buying it all the time, and winter is coming, so I feel like I'm gonna be cooped up and just like buying boxes of Lorcana. So, also, really quickly, for everyone who's going to say it, shout out to One Sharp Joe. He made this box. He also makes like a ton of stuff for Lorcana, but he's a woodworker.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Alex might have it linked down below if he remembers.
If I remember.
If not, he's definitely been linked in other videos, but that's where this box came from. That's absolutely beautiful. But yeah, it's a pretty fun game.
Lorcana's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's fun. Also, this is a $50 MSRP.
Nice.
It's $40, but it's $50 MSRP.
And I will say Lorcana was designed by Ryan Miller, so...
Another
or at least
Ryan.
partially.
3 Ryans back to back. What are the chances?
Ryan.
That's crazy.
I should have said that's why I brought it up. But he also was part of the design team for Kaijudo, which I judged for. So I think that's part of why I really understand it and like the system in it. Because I've just played other games that are all in that inspiration vault.
I love we went from Vlada, 3 Ryans, and now for my 53,
Ryan.
we definitely do not have a Ryan. We have Fabio Lopiano and Mandela Fernandez Grandin.
There
That's
you go.
Not Ryan for either of
I
those.
still haven't played Sankore.
Oh my gosh,
I
that's
still
so
haven't
good.
played it. Isn't that crazy?
I love Sankore. Sankore is my number 53. This is an incredible... I'm not going to try to explain it. I'm not.
Uno tool.
It's a Uno Tool artwork, yeah. It's a beautiful game, speaking of Uno Tool. Absolutely beautiful game. There's 4 sections on the board. There's 4 different sections. There's 4 or 5. It's kind of 5. It depends. It's 4 sections on the board. But you're basically playing out on these sections as you try to gather books for optimal scoring, and you try to move in each of the sections. It's very hard to explain in a short time. Honestly, my biggest critique against this game is it's very hard to explain. It all comes together very nicely as you play. As soon as you start taking turns, everything starts chaining together beautifully. I played this and I loved it. And this is the thing about this game. When I was learning this game, whenever it was, I think it's on my list for a while now, but when I was first learning this game, I was halfway through the rules and I was like, why? Why do I keep learning complicated new games when I could play the games I love? Why do I do that? I was literally thinking that with this rulebook. I was like, I don't know why I keep trying to do new games. There's so many. I wasn't gonna write off every new game, but like, I don't have to learn every new complicated game. Sometimes just enjoy the games you love. And then I played it, and I was like, I love this game. And now I keep reading
but
rulebooks.
this one though.
No, I keep reading. It's it's why I keep chasing new stuff, even when I have stuff I love, because you keep finding new stuff. It's a constant chase of all the. I'm okay with the chase. I'm okay with the game. I love this game. This is so much fun. Again, I'm doing a terrible job trying to explain it because it's a lot. There's multiple sections. You're chaining all together. You really want to focus very heavily on one section, but then have your hands in a little bit of all the pots. It's so ridiculously satisfying. It is my favorite of the series because there's Merv, Sankore. There's also a new one which I haven't played, so I guess it's my favorite of the first 2 of the series. I think it's great, and it looks beautiful on the table. It's a lot to explain, but it is worth that explanation.
Lovely.
Oh, these games are getting heavier and heavier.
I realized I just keep saying my next one. My number 53. Don't be fooled by this cover, friends. This is Azul. I just happen to have the chocolatier version, which is exactly the same, except they look like truffle chocolates. So this is Azul. Azul is a tile drafting game where you are placing out your different tiles into a grid, trying to score them. So pretty much what you're trying to do is in your different rows, you want copies of it to be able to slot it over to be able to have it eligible for scoring. And then once you have tiles eligible for scoring, they stay in that grid for you and kind of build off of each other. So that way you're cascading in more and more points round over round. It's just a really clever tile drafting game. Again, this is one that is language independent.
Yep.
So you don't need anything for it. You're just like clearly looking at the tiles. It's very intuitive. It's one that a lot of people can pick up. But that being said, once you're playing it more competitively, it can be very, very dirty. It can be a game that's very cutthroat where you are drafting to draft away from other people and what they need and not necessarily just drafting for yourself. So depending on how you're playing it, you can play it as a very tight game or you can play it as something a bit more relaxing where you're trying to build out your quilt, which I believe it's a quilt in the regular game, where this you're making a box of chocolates. But yeah, it's Azul. Shout out to BGA, it's on there if you want to try it out. This is a pretty old game that it's been around for a while. Yeah. There are multiple versions of it, but if you haven't played any version of Azul, I do highly recommend playing the base regular version first. It's the most pure version, but then other than that, I will jump in and say that I do enjoy, is it Summer Gardens? Queens?
There's Summer
the one that's
Queens.
green. The one that's green, so I think
it's Queens.
The ones that's Queens where the things are Gloomhaven shipped.
I think Queens, my order and preference, I think it's a great game. I love it best at 2 players. My least favorite is Stained Glass of Sintra. My favorite is probably Base Azul, probably then Queens, probably then Summer. All of those I enjoy. Stained Glass, for whatever reason.
Don't tell Siri that.
Stained Glass, is it Stained Glass of Sintra? Is it what it's called?
I think it is, but like I don't think it's that Sintra.
No, it's funny. I didn't think of that.
It is, but it must be a real place.
Yeah, probably.
Let us know down below.
But it's the Stained Glass is my I bounced off of that one. Didn't work for me.
Goodbye.
Anyways, my 52 is the big box that I thought was the spot that Meg had grabbed Mechs and Minions from, because this is Ticket to Ride Legacy Legends of the West.
Another ENO tool.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
This is Tool?
No, it's not.
Who is it?
I think the first one. I think regular Ticket to Ride is. I could be.
Regular Ticket to Ride is not Tool.
Am I wrong?
Don't
if
you're
listen
right.
to me, you guys. Don't listen to anything I say. Basically.
They're also making a Lord of the Rings version of Ticket to Ride.
With Tool.
With Tool. Ticket to Ride Legend of the West. Now, the first thing I'll say before I talk about this game is this is a legacy game. The thing with legacy games, I love certain legacy games. Pandemic Legacy was an amazing experience. Still to this day, I will happily play it again. Legacy games, because of the nature of the way I do my top 100, and I understand if this bothers you, I genuinely do. If it's not in my collection, it's not eligible for the top 100. If it is in my collection, it is. And this over here is a second copy of Ticket to Ride Legend of the West. Because I played this once before, and I have a second copy ready to play it again because I want to play it again. My first time was with 2 players. I want to experience either a 3 or 4 player full game. What?
I'm just going to out myself right now, you guys. I intentionally did not watch Alex's campaign game purge video because I thought I would be upset and triggered. So I just didn't watch it.
You should watch it if you want to save certain games.
I know, but I didn't. And this is just hurting me more knowing that you cut out games, but that you have a second Ticket to Ride Legacy.
Yes.
Okay.
This is... Are you kidding me? What game did I get rid of that bothers you that you're upset with this?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, so... I love Ticket to Ride. Here's the problem. The problem with campaign games is campaign games are often something I start, and then they can take so much time that I don't always finish them. This is 12 games. I can sign up for 12 games. I can do that. That is okay. Is it 12? I think it's 10.
You can sign up for 12 games?
Yes.
Then why haven't we finished Oathsworn?
Because it's 20 games.
That's close enough. There's already 5 done. There's already 5 done.
I kept Oathsworn.
Okay.
Oathsworn, it's over there, back behind you, and there, back below you, because it's so many boxes. It is... Oathsworn is still here. Oathsworn is still safe. There's a certain number. Agamonia is still safe.
I'd really like to play Oathsworn.
It's going to happen, eventually.
Yeah.
There's a certain limit on the number of games. Either way, back to this. Point is, Pandemic Legacy is amazing. It's not in my top 100. I've played it 5 times, 6 times by now.
I've never played
5 times. I played it 5 times. Because 2 and 1, 2, 2, and 1, 0. That makes sense if you know the Pandemic Legacy system. 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 0. That makes sense.
I've never played this before.
Anyways, well, because it's Pandemic Legacy Season 0.
I got you. Yeah.
Point is,
They
this
know.
is incredible.
They're gamers.
This is like 20 minutes not talking about the game. All of that is to explain that this game is here because I plan on playing it again. As soon as I'm done playing it again, it will not be on the list until I'm ready to play it again.
But
That's
hey,
just how it's
Alex,
eligible.
what's Ticket to Ride Legends of the West all about?
It's a Lord of the Rings themed game designed by Tool, in which you basically are trying to spread. You're trying to spread the trains across the board. It's based on Ticket to Ride, but you are going to be unlocking and creating the map as you go through it. So as you do things are going to change. You'll have a permanent impact on the game state. You'll have a permanent impact on the way the board unfolds, on where stickers go in different places, on the order the board unfolds. There's all these different things. I'm going to be very minimalistic on spoilers, but it just keeps adding new mechanics in kind of some degree of player choices to the order of those new mechanics. It just keeps throwing things at you. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I have been talking about... I have not been in a rush to play this again, just to be clear. I played it the first time and I was like, I will play this again. I'm not in a rush. I'll get to it. I loved my first 12 games of this. I want to say 12. I can't remember if it's 10 or 12. I want to say 12. I love my first 12 games of this. I am excited to love my next 12 games of this. And then we can see if we get a third copy to play it 12 times again. But I feel less interested in that right now. But right now, let's worry on the next 12. It's great. If you like Ticket to Ride, it's great. If you like Legacy games, it's great. If you like Lord of the Rings theme games, it's amazing. And that's my Ticket to Ride.
Honestly, I would love that. Just to jump in a little bit on Alex's explanation, because it's the United States, you're building out across the United States. So I don't think this is a spoiler, but you're working with map pieces that your map is going to get bigger and bigger. So because of that, your gameplays are going to get longer and longer. So that is just something to note, that when you start playing that game, you might feel like you can schedule, if you schedule them with a game group, you might feel like you can schedule like 2 or 3 games that night, because the first couple go by very quickly. But as you start building out the map, it takes longer and longer.
Your number?
Right. My 52 is... Patchwork.
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 I love how I talked about Watergate Paris in this video. I mentioned Patchwork.
I didn't hear you say it.
The artist is not Tool. I was looking up.
Thank you. Thank you so much for looking that up, Alex.
No. I was looking up because I thought it was believable. I was like, maybe.
It was believable. Anyway.
Patchwork.
read Patchwork. Patchwork, which this one just happens to be Halloween, but I think every single Patchwork is exactly the same, besides the art that they decide to redo. The Polish one is honestly the most beautiful one, in my opinion, and I also have that one. But Patchwork is a 2-player game where, yeah, again, you're building out a quilt, and you are taking out these different patchwork pieces and trying to, they're all polyominoes that you're trying to fit them all together. So what's going to happen is the pieces that you are buying, in the normal, this one I think it's eyeballs, but in the normal game you're paying buttons to acquire certain pieces, but then it moves you forward on a time track, and you only have so much time to spend to acquire all the pieces that you want to get. So you have this grid that you're trying to fill in, you're spending money to acquire the different pieces, but also spending time to get what you can in there, and pretty much it's a 2-player head-to-head where you're just trying to get better more than your opponent. Better, more, do stuff.
That is how most games work, but it's good. It's a good game. Yeah. I enjoy this one. I play it on BGA all the time.
Very tight. Again, like Alex just said, it is on BGA. It's a very quick, simple polyomino, and again, I find this is one that's easy to reset and play, so if you're someone that likes to play like a couple of, okay, let's do it again, let's try again, it's very fast-paced.
Yeah, it's good. My 51. We're almost done with the first half.
51.
We're almost done with the first half. My 51 is Watergate. I love this game. I talked about Zenith last video.
Have I played Watergate?
I don't know if you have, but oh my god. I can see you bouncing off because the theme is like, it's like Watergate. Yeah. It's Nixon and this and that. It's like...
But that doesn't bother me as much as, like, war.
Yeah, so it depends. I'm not pulled in by the theme, but the game itself is one of those tug-of-war games that is so good. I adore this game.
I have to get my next one. It's accidentally not here, so keep talking.
I adore this game. I mentioned tug-of-war games and how you can make a tug-of-war game feel like such an interesting puzzle of a game. And that's what happens with Watergate. It's a tug-of-war. It's a tug-of-war in which you're just basically... You're working to try to figure out your side, but it's asymmetric, which I love with the game. One thing that's interesting about Zenith is not asymmetric. This is very asymmetric. There's 2 different sides. It's a card-driven system. You have your cards that you play either for their action points or for their events. What?
The cards drive?
What did I say?
Card-driven.
Card-driven system. That makes sense. But yeah, it's a tug-of-war that is brilliant to play out. I have loved this game since I first played it. I still think it's absolutely amazing. It holds up. It is... one of my favorite tug-of-war games. I just don't know what's in my top. Oh no, there's one that's higher than this. There's a tug-of-war game that's higher than this. But this is a good game.
A lot of 2-player games here.
Yeah.
A lot of tight 2-player games.
There's some good 2-player games out there.
There are. Is this the last?
This is the last one. Why are you holding a tablet?
Because you know why.
I don't.
You know what I play on my tablet. There's only one game I play on my tablet.
This is not Merge Dragons.
This is not Merge Dragons. So Lorcana, I stand by it, is my only game, not a game. This is absolutely a game. I just play it mostly on my tablet. I would say.
Is it Dominion?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Almost exclusively on my tablet is Dominion. So this is one that I love to play when I'm traveling because, again, it's here on my tablet. I don't need to pack it. And I play against the computer. So Alex and I have played before.
It's been a while.
I've played this in person. I've played it sometimes, but I almost exclusively play this alone on my tablet against the computer on medium. And it's hard, and I usually lose, which I do kind of enjoy. I almost always lose, but...
I want to clip that and just have a short. I just want to have a short on the channel.
I almost always lose.
I almost always lose.
But that's because I started it on the easiest setting. Did pretty well. That I felt like with the settings, with easy, I'm winning too much, and on hard, I'm losing a lot. But that's okay. And I would rather lose more than win too easily. So I do lose pretty often, but I'm still figuring out the swing of Dominion, I think. I think more often than not, in Dominion, it's a deck building game where it's a static 8 cards that everyone has choices from, but then there are
10.
some extra cards. 10 cards?
Yeah.
There are 10 cards, but then sometimes there are some extra cards you have choices of like, I don't know, extra things depending on what you're playing with. But
you mean
all
that.
yeah, like there's some that let you get like the curse stuff.
Because the basic cards is 10 cards, and sometimes you have random decks.
And this is on random, so it just kind of, honestly, on the app, I don't even know what it's giving me, but it's giving me different cards every time. So I really enjoy it because there's a huge variety of cards that you're choosing from, but basically everyone's deck building from the same piles. And then you're trying to buy these estate cards, which are basically dead cards in your hand. So you're trying to build up enough gold to be able to acquire them, but you don't want to acquire them too soon because then they're kind of dead in your hand. But you want to do it sooner before other people, because if they start buying them before you, that's almost the pacing of like, oh, they got one first, they're probably going to win. At least what I found when it's two people against the computer, when it's 1 versus 1. So yeah, I really enjoy the personal puzzle of it. That's like the only way that I really use it. But
I would play this
I
all
really
the time.
enjoy it. I
we
know,
should
but
play
it's
more.
kind of like my me game.
The game.
I would totally, but I don't know if it would
love this game.
replace what I enjoy about the computer beats me every time, man. The computer is tricky, and I try to be mean to it, but it doesn't work.
I love Dominion. It's a great game. Those are your 51 games. We are at 6 crossovers, no direct crossovers. So again, that
We're only
43
at
number,
6?
only at
Nothing
6. We
after
added
that?
Calico.
Okay.
That's it. That's it. It's not looking good for the 43 crossovers. Halfway through, we're at 6 so far. But yeah, 6 crossovers, halfway done the video list so far. We will be back with 5 more videos, with 50 more games apiece, and with
Every single day.
37 more crossovers, and 2 more direct crossovers coming your way.
You know, it would be crazy to film every single day, Alex.
It would be crazy for my day. Yeah.
I don't know why we decided to do that.
I mean, honestly, a video a day is slowing down for me. It's like I usually do 2. I take a break. This top 10 week is an easy week. It's like, oh, I'm doing whatever. Anyways, until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Go.
I'm Professor Meg.
And I hope you have a good one.
Bye.